Hello. So I'm gonna make a video today. It's in the morning time this time, so feeling a little I don't know, it feels pretty good outside today. But I wanted to make a video about depression and combating depression, and not just combating it, but working with it in order to be able to move past it and accepting it. So a little bit different of a philosophy than most people, because most people are just saying that depression is one thing that they want to just get rid of, and I'm not sure if it really works like that. I feel as though depression is something that acts more like a wave than it does really anything else. So what that means, or what I mean by that, is not like a physical wave, but like a wave of emotion. So it's something that will flow through you, and if ignored, then it will literally just flow through you. But if it's latched onto, or if it's sorry about that, if it's latched onto, or if it's kind of like given any power whatsoever, then it will potentiate itself. So a lot of people, they talk about how depression is like weeds, and what that means is that they'll grow everywhere, but they'll make it to where, and they'll grow faster than your flowers, but they'll make it to where you can't, you won't have any room to grow your flowers. So you have to uproot all the weeds in order to be able to plant new beautiful flowers. The best way to go about doing this that I've found for myself has been to allow the depression to flow through me, and to not latch on to any of its kind of mind cycles that it tries to give you. So there's one thing about depression, is that it will do its best to try to convince you that what it's saying is the truth, and it's the only truth, and it will try to convince you that it is the only true way of thinking, when it's probably the least logical way of thinking that there is, or one of them. One thing about the depressive kind of episodes is that they seem to come on correlated to other things. So when it happens, it's not just one thing that triggers it, it's a multitude of different things. So that kind of adds to its potency, and it also adds to the ability for it to distract you from being able to distract yourself in a way. And it's not about distracting yourself from it, it's about literally ignoring it until it goes away, like literally. So I'll say, like the other day, it's not like I don't feel depression coming through like everybody does, but it's just the fact that I choose not to latch on to it. So when I do feel it, it kind of comes and goes, instead of coming and then staying for long periods of time, because I've learned how to use my mind in order to be able to basically redirect my attention to something that will bring me happiness, or something that will bring me any kind of feeling. So like, I come out here and I'll walk barefoot, and that will in turn help with the kind of like thought patterns that are happening. Because if you don't notice that when you come out and walk barefoot, at this point I don't really have to like keep an eye on my feet, but most of the time you'll have to keep an eye on your feet, and you'll have to be aware of every step that you're taking so that you don't like hurt yourself. And that awareness actually brings you back to the present moment, and it brings you into a state where negative feelings can't really interact with you, because you're only here and you're not anywhere else in your mind. It's important to keep your mind centered and in one spot, so that and that means grounded, or like kept in one single kind of spot. And what that means is finding a space in your mind that you can sit in and you can comfortably go back to, that is both comfortable and usable as a state of consciousness. So for me, it's walking in nature. It puts me into a state where I'm in kind of a flow oh, check it out, the deer. I don't know if you can see it, but it puts me in this space where I'm in this kind of flow state where it kind of just makes all of the things that I had been thinking about irrelevant, and everything that's going on here is really the only thing that is relevant. And that's not to say that depressive feelings can't stay. Hello there. Hello. Oh, there's two of them. Y'all are beautiful. Is there another one? Beautiful. Oh, well, hello there. Oh, you're a baby. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. It's so beautiful. Spirit animals. You're good. Oh, there's multiple of them. They're everywhere. I love wildlife. I love deer and nature. It's fantastic. But it's just stuff like that, you know, like just looking at the deer, their vibrations and just the vibrations of everything around you out here in nature are able to bring you into a space where all of those kind of quarrels and different things that you're going on with in your life, you know, in the matrix life or whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. And it's just beautiful to see these creatures that have no cares in the world other than just feeding themselves, and they find this beauty, and there's just this beauty in their presence, you know. And then I've had many times where I was watching them and I started crying because of how beautiful their presence is. And there's something sacred about deer in particular, though.